What is up? What is up, guys? This is the Mark with the Mic, and this is another The Wrestling Babble podcast by Wrestling Inc. I'm Mark with the Mic. I'm joined by Louis Beans.
What's up? What's up?
And there's so much wrestling to talk about.
Yeah,
It was a lot of
mostly
wrestling this
good.
week.
Mostly good.
Wrestling Kingdom 13 was this week.
Mm-hmm.
It was at 3 in the morning on Friday.
I got to watch it on Saturday, so
Yeah. So I caught what matches I caught live because it's during the dead time I had. I caught the Cody and Juice Robinson match, and then I caught the Omega Tanahashi match.
Okay, cool.
And
Did you
then
get to catch the? I know we can't understand them per se, but did you get to watch the little packages they put together before each match?
Yeah, that was kind of cool.
Some of them are actually pretty good. I like the Jay White one. That was actually pretty good.
That match I didn't care for. A lot of people liked the match.
I like the story implications. It was a standard, Okada match. It wasn't anything spectacular.
Yeah, like it was no like big comeback. It wasn't that. I don't know. It didn't do nothing for me.
He still lost. But I like his outfit. That shit was dope.
I know he got like a standing ovation when they showed that he was wearing shorts again.
Oh no, I know I like Okada as well with the quad showing. But I'm talking about Jay White.
Yeah,
that white and red joint was fire.
Yeah,
like I'm a sucker for presentation. So
yeah, it was a lot of presentation. These entrances this time around.
Kenny Omega went all out.
Yeah, he looked pretty.
The entrance to his game too, which is actually pretty cool.
Yeah.
What is it? The Gorillas of Destiny. Jesus Christ. Fucking the Firing Squad entrance.
Yeah, that was
so dope.
The song was pretty dope, so.
Yeah, if I can find it, that will be this week's intro. Just saying.
But yeah, we have Wrestle Kingdom. We have the Road to Royal Rumble. You have NXT's final match. We have 205's beginning of their title number contender. We have a lot of controversy with stuff that happened in the Indies. We'll talk about that later. I don't say much of controversy. I think people are taking it too offensive for no reason.
Or think too serious.
Yeah, and then we also got a lot of news with AEW and what's going to happen with that. And also, there's a lot of questions of the health of the three guys that are starting this company.
Nice.
Yeah, because Cody Rhodes needs knee surgery. Matt Jackson, I think, needs back surgery.
Wow.
So, yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what they're going to do and how much they're going to be a part of it in the beginning of this building of the federation.
Well, I'm assuming they're going to be doing the office work, so yeah. They can be off their feet now.
Yeah, but then again, those are the heads, the faces of the business. I think there's going to be something that they're going to want them there as well.
Yeah, of course. They're going to be in the offices. Not like that's their business. They're not going to have underlings doing their stuff. So
there's a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff going on. January is usually a big free agency time, especially with New Japan, because a lot of the contracts end in January. They usually sign people in January and it ends in January.
Oh, okay.
So usually there's a big free agency thing going on in January, especially now that AEW got announced. They did sign their first person, which was Britt Baker, which is Adam Cole's lady. She was part of the Mae Young Classic as well.
Okay, wasn't she the
dentist?
Is it dentist?
Yes. Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
But we'll see what happens with that.
I know. The former member of the Bullet Club, Hangman's supposed to be going there too.
Well, Hangman is part is connected with the office. Like he's signed. He's one of the first people to sign with it.
Oh, so that means that who was first, Britt Baker or him?
It was him. So he signed the contract the same day as the Cody and the Young Bucks did.
Gotcha. Okay.
And then there's a lot of big questions with Kenny Omega. Kenny Omega is getting a big offering from WWE. He's also getting looked at for AEW and also New Japan Pro Wrestling. If he's going to stay there or go, there's a lot of things on Omega's back right now to see where he goes. That's going to be a big signing. That's probably the biggest signing that any of them are going to have, especially this year.
I mean, I guess that it kind of seems obvious that he's going to be open because as of Wrestle Kingdom 13, the result of his match, surely changes the way things look.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Yeah. But yeah, it's gonna be a big, interesting month, especially to February, because I think February is like his contract ends the end of December.
Mm-hmm.
No, end of January, my fault. End of January.
Okay. So
So
yeah.
Royal Rumble is gonna be looked at, and the week after Royal Rumble is really gonna be looked at.
Yeah. I mean, the way I feel about it is like, hey, he should do number one, what makes him happy. Um, but number two, this the type of entertainer he is. I don't know if right now is a good time for him to go to WW. What do you think they'll let him do?
I think with the WWE, I think he'll go straight to how AJ Styles was put in. Like he'll go directly in that route with how AJ Styles was put in. So he'll go straight into the top. Like he'll be contending for the top belts and all that stuff. I think they'll use him correctly. Because even AJ, he had to pay his dues in WWE, but he was in the top tier for the most part. He was fighting the top wrestler for the most part.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
He did start. He fought Roman Reigns. He fought John Cena. He fought the top people in WWE. So I think that's exactly what's going to happen with Omega if he goes to WWE as well.
Okay. I hope
Uh,
so. I just wonder about the creative side because he's such a character. He's not just a regular ass wrestler.
yeah, but I think that's the thing that again how AJ was put. AJ was pretty much his game character when he went in there. They
Yeah,
didn't
but
really
he's
tweak
not
anything with him.
fantastical like Kenny Omega. You know what
Yeah,
I mean? He's
but
not with the edge of like weirdness to him.
then
Doesn't
again,
have
AJ didn't really have. It still wasn't that great of a personality when he went to WWE, but they let him build on it.
Yeah, no, I know what you're
Yeah,
saying, but the difference between AJ and Kenny is like the difference between Bray Wyatt and somebody else. You
but
know,
then
like Finn
again,
Balor.
AJ was a higher star when he went into WWE.
Yeah. No, I'm not talking about his ranking. I'm
Yeah,
talking about his character, as in you 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 see Kenny's promo style. It's weird. It's
yeah,
eccentric almost. It's not something that an American audience can really understand too much. Like that's why it's so popular on the indies because it's weird. You know, it's out
yeah,
there. It's not normal. Putting him in the normal world, aka the standardized wrestling of WWE,
yeah.
WWE, is like the fans will look at him and like they'll either start chanting some weird stuff or they'll just be too sweeting all the time. So you know what I mean? Like I don't know what they'll let him do creatively. That's what I'm worried about.
I actually think there'll be more leeway with him in
I
that
hope he's not
sense.
doing some
But
goofy shit.
yeah,
I
and
hope.
also by that time, also now there's a lot of like different now like Triple H has more of a hand on a lot of things and in that sense as well. So I think it would be better off in that sense. But we'll see. We have
Yeah.
to see if he actually does sign with WWE or AEW.
Mm-hmm.
AEW, I think, is really kind of depending on where Omega goes because I think if he signs with Omega is one of their main stars, that automatically gives them kind of a boost in their sense.
Yeah, definitely.
But if he doesn't sign there, then that's kind of like, oh shit.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Now, who do we get?
I mean, well, there's a lot of people who are young. I know that.
But
So
what's sad, and also the sad thing is seeing that AEW is coming up and stuff like that. What does that mean for Impact Wrestling? What does that mean for ROH and even New Japan? Because half those guys that they're going to be signing are going to be from those three places.
oh man, yeah, that's a big thing. That's a
Yeah.
big thing.
So is it great that they're coming up? Yes, it's great, but
Well,
does it kill the other federations that are Impact
maybe
is dead?
I think
Yeah,
I think a possible solution is if they maintain a good relationship with New Japan, that
yeah.
some people can come over from there too.
Yeah, that's what I've been seeing that they're trying to plan a working relationship with ROH in Japan.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But then again, I look at Impact and seeing that Don Callis is a really big part of Impact and stuff like that. Maybe they have a working relationship with them as well, or what's going to happen with Impact Wrestling because a lot of the stars that they're trying to get are from Impact Wrestling.
Wow. Yeah.
They're trying to get Mundo. They're trying to get Cage. They're trying to get the Phoenix and Pentagon. They're trying to get the
Yeah.
ones that made Impact interesting. They're trying to sign.
Yeah. I see. Mm.
So it's
I mean,
gonna be an interesting couple of months to see what they do with this.
wow. Yeah, that's true.
Also, the big signs of if Jericho has a lot of involvement with it as well.
Oh shit, that's true. That's true. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it's gonna be interesting.
I mean, damn. I don't want to just go and spoil Wrestle Kingdom, but like everybody lost a belt.
Yeah,
So you know what I mean?
pretty
Just make
much.
it super obvious.
Yeah. The other thing is what could happen and what I could see happening is if Kenny does sign with WWE. Imagine the star power he brings to WWE, and especially if he does have a good run, and then all of a sudden signs with AEW once his contract ends.
Yeah, I mean, but how do you feel about him not staying for a long time, brother?
I say the max I think they will sign him for is maybe 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
Or like that, then I could see him probably. It depends. Like, what wouldn't that be kind of a fuck WWE kind of thing? I did the WWE for 2 years. I didn't like it. I signed to here.
I want to say there was something about him saying it because I remember he was there a long time ago, right?
Mm-hmm.
But he did say recently that he was like, yeah, it wouldn't be a good thing if I didn't try it again.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I know that it's not like the pressure's coming from everybody else and he doesn't want to do it.
Yeah.
It's a part of him that wants to. So I'm interested as hell. I want to see it. But like, yeah, it is kind of a FU to AEW if he does sign.
Yeah.
It kind of is. You know, indirect. Not him on purpose, but it's like, fuck, dude. You should have went there for those are your people. Come on, man.
Yeah, that's where the business part lies.
Yeah.
Let's start.
Let's not forget, he is one of the people who created the name The Elite for the group.
Yeah.
That's just what it is. So, we'll see.
Yeah, it's going to be a big, long month of January to see where he goes. And that's going to be a lot of discussion of where he goes. And I think that's going to be like the main news topic is what Kenny Omega's on Kenny Omega's mind.
Mm-hmm.
It was just funny too is that New Japan already has him booked on certain shows, but then again, those cards are always subject to change. But they haven't, like, I think for March show they have him on the signage and shit.
Wow, interesting.
So that's something I could see him doing also, and just sticking with his guns is just staying in New Japan.
Yeah.
But
one title reign, maybe it's not enough.
Yeah. But we'll see. Again, it's gonna be a long month for that. But talk about Japanese wrestling, Wrestle Kingdom. I think it was the Offspring and Ibushi match was the Never Championship.
Okay, Never Openweight. All right.
I think that was the match because I'm looking at it now, and I think that was for the Never Openweight title.
Okay, cool.
I think that was my match of the night.
That match was very, very aggressive.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see Ospreay like rep that belt because that means he's gonna stay there for a while now.
Yeah.
And I think he deserved it. It's been a long ass time of him. They made a point to mention this is the first time I think I saw a Wrestle Kingdom that really had a story to it more than just Kenny and Okada.
Yeah.
So more the people who had matches, they gave you a more comprehensive reasons for why they were fighting. Okay. And also they had a guy, I don't remember his name, but he was there translating the promos for them.
Yeah, he started during the commentating recently. He was actually on Talk Is Jericho on Friday's show.
Okay.
They were doing a New Japan preview, and he was the guy that was talking to Jericho, and they were talking about the evolution. He's a full English talking commentator, but he does Japanese in both. But he's part of the commentating team, so basically you have some English subtitles and shit like that.
Yeah, so he was doing a good job of basically explaining why each match was important. So, I mean, from this perspective, a lot of the matches I got it because I don't watch the New Japan week to week stuff.
Yeah. Well,
So
they're
there's no
not
way I can get
always
attached.
week to week.
Yeah,
They're
that's the thing too. Also, it'll be 1 week here, 1 week there. So again,
yeah.
not that attached. I just like this, certain wrestlers that cross over like Ibushi and stuff.
Yeah.
But like, I thought this match was like story driven and like, all right, they made me care. I was like, all right, good shit. Well,
Yeah, I think
I
that
mean, you
was
didn't have to
my
kill him, but whatever.
yeah, I think that was my favorite match. I think it was the most hard hitting match. I think they just beat the shit out of each other the whole match. It was
Mm-hmm.
crazy. The Jericho Naito, I think, was another highlight of mine because that match was just brutal.
Oh yeah, there was a few in between that though. That was like second to last match.
Yeah,
The Pitbull versus Zack Sabre Jr. was a really good match.
I didn't get to see that.
That was a really good clash of styles. That was like, again, the commentators did a good job amping that up because they were like, Zack had said he was gonna tap him out in 60 seconds, and like you can see, I guess that was his motivation in the match.
Yeah,
and he was really going after him with submissions super hard. And God, that dude is really a joy to watch. If you like technical wrestling, if you don't like it, it just looks boring.
yeah.
But like to watch him like literally tie Ishii in a pretzel, and he eventually tapped him out, and that was a good ass match.
Yeah.
And what was the other one? There was a tag match for the heavyweight tag, Evil Sonata, the Young Bucks, and Guerrillas of Destiny. I saw that match.
That was pretty sad. It was a fun tag match. It was pretty short compared to what they usually put on.
Mm-hmm. It was, but I think that helped it not overstay its welcome.
Yeah,
because a lot of stuff could just get overdrawn and whatnot. And I'll save that for later because that's how I felt about the main event.
Yeah. Naito's group pretty much won all the belt. Like they have a shitload of belts.
Yeah, man. Sonata is really like they're saying this might be the year Sonata. I think last year he really stepped up.
Yeah.
And made an impression with me. But like that dude is super on point.
So you're gonna start seeing him go singles.
And he looks like a damn Kieran.
Yeah.
He literally has the face hair of Kieran in Monster Hunter World. Like for real. It's fucking great. But like that Guerrillas of Destiny / Fireman Squad, like their whole intro, that shit was super dope. Holy shit. With the Red Hood mask and I don't know. We call it Blue Venom. I don't know what the fuck that was.
Yeah, it looked like Blue Venom. It looked like a digital Venom or something like that. Like the other one, I thought it was like Red Hood, but then it was all red, and then the other one was all blue. That was like maybe it's like Venom Carnage kind of thing.
Dude, just Tamatanga just selling it the whole way down, like in tune with the fucking song. Like that shit was dope.
The good guy.
Like more shit like that. Yeah, the good guy. Take my hand. Like he was doing that during the matches. Like I love stuff when you take being a character to the next level. That's what I'm like. That's what I like.
Yeah.
So again, that was a good match for me.
Yeah.
And the Juice and Cody. I really like that because I'm a Juice fan. So I'm already pulling for Juice. But
yeah,
that was a good story match. They gave you again the good detailed background of what was going on between those two, and they did a good job, I think. Yeah, and that match it was a very standard wrestling match, but it was like you kind of felt it because Cody was getting on him, like slapping him around and screaming, Juice, get up. Like there was, I think also New Japan got better at the audio thing too.
Yeah,
of getting the audio of the wrestlers and stuff, so it's more impactful. So I like that.
And Brady spearing Juice.
Oh my god, yes, catching Juice, talking shit the whole time. Like
and then she got
little
kicked
things
out.
like she got kicked out. Yeah, little things like that. And then that ref was supposed to be a legendary ref. I think this was supposed to be close to his retirement or something like that. So I was impactful.
Yeah,
like a lot of stuff going on with this. And again, I think this is the thing that might be missed if you just watch it for the match. Like as a person who does not watch this regularly, they did a good job of making me give a shit.
Or at least building the story up, and at least the translator kind of helped you understand the story of the matches. Right? I gave credit to them with that.
And Don Callis and the other guy on commentary, very good job.
Kevin Kelly,
Kevin Kelly, yeah, man, very good job. So that can't be overstated. Good commentators help.
Yeah.
So. And then we go to Jericho Naito.
Yeah, Jericho Naito. That was just so. brutal ass beatdown of the two.
Yeah, man.
You saw Jericho's belts, like he Instagrammed the pictures of the belts he had on his back and shit. That DDT that Naito took on the table was fucking crazy. Like
they said he left a Naito-sized hole in the table.
He did a handstand on his head.
He's so good at that too, because he did that the last time. Like he's real good at that.
And then he also had that freaking power driver he took
on the ramp. Yeah, dude. Like that was an almost old school wrestling match.
Yeah.
That was like just a fight. Like, and they mentioned Bruiser Brody and all those types of people. Like,
that was a brutal ass fight. It was a good match, a good fun thing. The IC title got abused again.
Got dragged out the ring.
The IC title's gonna get abused again.
Yeah.
Naito's the new IC champ.
Tranquilo.
So yeah, they pretty much they have the light tag titles. They have the heavyweight tag titles. They have the IC title. And I think they have the Never belts. The Never 6-man.
Yeah, I did not see the 6-man.
They got everything. They're collecting belts. They need the heavyweight one now.
This is true. That's true.
So the main
I saw the Bone Soldier match. Bone Soldier and
those are the ones that won the lightweight tag.
The lightweight match. Damn, it was Kushida.
Yeah.
That's a really good match. That's like
that was the
205 style stuff.
I didn't get to watch that match.
That's a really good match.
Kushida versus
Bone
and then
Soldier.
he came out with there was a kid with fucking his face on and then he threw up to him. Yeah. The entrance was funny.
Yeah.
It was like Doc Brown and the entrance and shit. Yeah. That was actually pretty funny.
Yeah, like he's kind of underrated, dude.
I think he's gonna go to WWE.
You think so? He's really, really good.
Yeah,
super good. And was it Kazumari? I think is his name. Yeah, that guy's awesome. And he's like just a tiny fucking brick shit house too. Like that dude's but like 5 something. Like, yeah, that was another really good match.
Yeah, you had the main event, Kenny Omega and Tanahashi, the Ace. I was like, all right, this match was all right. Like, again, this becomes to the point that they who could do the most finishers in the match.
Yeah, it just loses meaning with them knees. I'm sorry. It stood out. It's hard to take me out.
Yeah, same here. And I'm like, Jesus Christ, like how many knees you could take to your head? Like that shit would knock your ass out already. And
it's like, that the problem I have with him doing that is because it diminishes the move. It's like, well, if you could take that many, then how strong is the move? Don't do it anymore.
Exactly. Go for something else to do.
And in the grand scheme of things, he did all that and he still lost.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. But I think the match was too long.
Yeah,
there was a point around where they did the table spot.
Yeah.
Where it was just like, oh, this has now become very, very predictable. And I know where it's going to go. And then Tanahashi he changed his mind and he put him on the table and he flopped right there. And it's like, Jesus. And then he threw him in and they were like, oh, he's not gonna take the count out. And he pulls him in and then the match goes on for another like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And it's like, this could have been wrapped up a lot neater. Like, I get the story they were trying to tell, but like that led to 15 V-triggers. And it's just like, nah, I'm done. I'm done. Like, to be honest, that was the worst of the singles matches I saw.
Yeah.
To be honest, like, and that's not even to say it's bad, but it's starting to become too much of that.
It's pretty much expected in a heavyweight title match. So basically, when you see these matches, that's where you tell them to go, and there's not much story. There's not much story than like that. There was one thing that someone was pointing out to me with the Cody match, the Cody and Juice match, that Cody Rhodes had a fucked up knee. So I was like, why don't, instead of worrying about that fucked up knee, why don't they just add it into the story?
I gotcha.
And stuff like that. So making him limited to what he could do, you work on the knee, and then it makes sense of why he's limited to that. And I think that's my little critique with that. Same thing with the Kenny Omega and Tanahashi and shit like that. They could have did more body work. They could have went for more submissions. They could have did things in that sense. Yeah, he went for the leg, but then he stopped going for that leg after a while.
And then Kenny just started ignoring the leg.
Yeah, exactly.
I gotta destroy you with this knee. Like,
exactly. And that's what takes me off of a lot of matches when they do things like that. Nakamura was guilty with that, and it kind of took me off in his matches as well. And I go for saying, like, I kind of try to rate every wrestling match I've watched kind of equally in that sense. And that's something that will throw you off is when they don't work on that part, and it's like all of a sudden, like, it's fine now. Don't worry about it. I moved a little bit. It works now.
The blood flow, the blood flow.
Yeah, like I forgot it was there.
Yeah.
So it wasn't the best main event. I think last year's was a lot better. Even though even last year's had the same, like, it was like maybe 10 minutes too long, and it could have ended about 10 minutes too earlier.
I get that. And
then I'll say that with even the year before that.
If I had to pick from this year, which was the best match, I'd probably say Jericho Naito. Either that one or probably or Ospreay, Ibushi. But those were the two most brutal matches, Yeah,
I'll say those two. And then also they didn't work their finishers like 1,000 times on each other.
This is true.
You got like two code breakers, but they came out of nowhere where he did catch them.
Yeah, that first one was brutal.
Yeah.
Like, Naito knows how to sell a code breaker. Fuck.
Yeah. That's Oscar been using it lately.
Really?
Yeah, she's been using the code breaker. Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah.
Interesting.
But I'll agree. Those two matches I think were the most entertaining for me in that show. I think those are the ones that captured.
I like Jay White and Okada, but it wasn't great.
No.
I like the Guerrillas of Destiny entrance the most out of anything, but like still the match was pretty good, but it wasn't like the best match of the night.
It was a typical tag match.
The only one I would say in my heart I would probably put equal with these two is Ishii and Zack Sabre Jr. because I really like that match.
Okay, I haven't watched it, so I don't have an opinion on that. But I know they could. I know those two could probably bring a match because I know what Ishii could do and Zack Sabre Jr. could do, and those are a really big match.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
All right, moving on from Wrestle Kingdom. This week in wrestling, Monday Night Raw was actually not that bad of a show.
I agree.
Some good build-up matches, some good positive like push within Apollo Crews, and a decent match.
Yeah, that was an awesome match.
With
I like that.
I did like that.
Broski's in the match. Like, come on.
Awesome. Seth versus Lashley wasn't bad.
No, it was not. And also the promo was actually really good.
Yes, I think that was probably one of the best promos Seth Rollins has did in a long time. I do like the fact that they found their protege, the protagonist of Raw, which would be Seth Rollins. He's going to be the main feature. Like I understand why. Like he could probably deliver more passionate promos. He's going to be more devastating in his style and everything like that. And we go from there. And I think that's going to be great. We had a lot of good stuff. We had the IC title number contender match, which actually was pretty fun. It was nice seeing Zack Ryder and Kurt Hawkins and Balor and everyone in the ring, and then also seeing Apollo like just dismantle almost half the people there. So it was good to see. I say the only thing that I kind of skipped because I knew it was happening, and it was the main event, Ronda and Natty versus Nia. I don't care to watch it.
Not good.
Yeah, I honestly, I turned it off then.
I watched the entire thing. I can't really say anything positive. Yeah. It wasn't good.
No, it wasn't. But I did like the tag stuff with Sasha and the Riot Squad. I thought that was okay. So at least they have some builds of the women's division. They have some stories building from the whole.
We forgot about the cage match, though.
Yeah, the cage match.
Dude got his head kicked in.
Yeah, Dolph Ziggler and Drew McIntyre had a crazy cage match.
That was a really good cage match.
Yes, it was. It was fun.
Like, that's awesome.
Again,
And
everyone
it
that
opened the
complains,
show.
yeah,
That's another thing. It opened the show, and they just let Drew brutalize that man.
yeah.
Like, he kicked him right in the head with that shit. Like, that was pretty. I mean, they're professionals. They know how to get away with that shit, but like, that looked brutal.
Yes, it did. And I
So
like the fact that when they build the story. That's the story being built there,
there's a
and at least
reason.
they going
Hmm.
with that, and that's fine.
Yep.
Monday Night Raw was a solid show. If you disagree in that sense, then you're not really watching in that sense. You're just watching to complain, and that's
Yeah,
the
hate
thing.
watching. That's what they're doing.
And that's a lot of things in wrestling. Like how do you hate something that you fanboy way so much, and then you hate everything they do?
Yeah, I
It's
don't
like
understand.
I don't understand
But
that.
then again, every fandom, when it gets too big, that's what happens. Comic
Yeah,
books,
yeah,
movies, you know how it is. Cartoons, you know.
yeah. Everything gets bitched at. Oh, this movie was fantastic, but
Yes.
yeah,
But
I
2 years ago, you were like, how come they don't make this thing? And then they make it, and then you start bitching. So
yeah. But
that's the
I
way the
did
world
really like
works.
the Raw was actually quite solid with their matches. Like again, the main event is something I could care less about. Other than that, the whole show was pretty good.
Hmm.
SmackDown was solid like always. A lot of good build for the tag team division. A lot of good build for the WWE Championship. Great 5-way match for number contendership. You had the Miz, the whole Miz and Shane McMahon thing is making me laugh because the outfits he showed and shit. They have like little personal. At least Naomi and Manny got something going. I understand the whole storyline. A lot of people complaining about in that sense. I can understand that, but at least they have a storyline going and it's actually
Hmm.
getting attention.
This is
So
true.
that's something that's good for them. This whole Cena and Becky Lynch thing was pretty funny.
Yes, it was. It was actually very entertaining.
I do want to see Almas versus Cena. That is something I would like to see in the future.
Hmm.
Um, yeah, Cena looked like Wreck-It Ralph. Someone sent me the picture of that, and that shit had me rolling.
That's pretty good.
But
Damn.
I did like Becky's promo against him. She pretty much kept up with his promo because John Cena has a tendency he could out promo most people,
Yep.
and was able to stand her toe and keep it there. Seeing
She
Mustafa
caught him with the,
Ali,
she caught him
and
with the feet at the end.
oh yeah,
Yep.
you can't see me.
Oh man.
Really, really solid SmackDown.
Yes. Yes. Yes, it was. What are you gonna say about
I did.
Mustafa Ali?
No, I was saying like seeing him in the main event with the five. I really want to see Rey Mysterio versus Mustafa
Me
Ali.
too. Yeah, that's true. That's true.
That Spanish Fly was beautiful.
They felt it. They felt it.
Yeah, yeah, that was really good. 205 was a solid show as well. You had Leo Rush versus Kalisto, which was an amazing match. I say that was probably one of my matches of the week.
Yeah, I agree. That was just like you said. It was fun. That was a
Yeah,
really fun wrestling match.
and then just Leo Rush running around and catching people, and that's always been his style. He's just very fast, and he knows how to keep up. And Kalisto's another fast one. I've seen indie matches between them two, and they were great. So I was
Oh
actually
wow,
looking forward to
nice.
this one. Yeah, so this was really solid match. Solid storyline between Drew Gulak and Brian Kendrick.
Hmm.
Now they all fighting for the number one title, so you're going to see a lot of single matches to build for that number one contender for the Cruiserweight Championship.
Hmm.
I would like to see Buddy Murphy more on wrestling on this show
And I
sometimes.
would like to see Tony Nese shaking that cup less. Stop it. Stop it. Find something else to do with your hands.
Yeah. NXT was not much of an NXT. It was pretty much the best of 2018, but it did have a match in the end. It was Matt Riddle versus Cassius Ohno, which was actually a quite good, hard hitting match. Did like the ending of when Ohno just destroyed him after the match.
Mm. Wow.
So it was a big storyline match, but that was the only match on it. So this week's NXT was about 2 hours. If you go to the last like 40 minutes, that's the final match.
Okay, cool.
NXT UK is building for their takeover. There's a lot of things I'm missing with NXT 2K. It's UK, so I know Rhea Ripley been on a roll. I know Donna Peraza had like two great matches with Rhea Ripley and Toni Storm. So watch those
Oh,
matches; they're
nice,
really good.
nice.
I think my favorite thing of the UK division so far have been the women's division. They've been
Hmm.
really really good.
Nice. Nice.
Really, really good, and I really like Rhea Ripley. I think she's selling herself really well as a champion.
She just put, I think it was her theme song. She put out the link, I think Saturday.
Yeah.
On iTunes. No, Friday. So if you digging her interest theme, it's out there to get that. I'm just saying that because now wrestlers understand that people want that, so
Yeah.
they're starting to push them themselves, set up the company, which is cool.
Yeah, so we have NXT Takeover UK. I think this is January 12th.
Oh, nice.
So that's coming up very soon. We had a contract signing between Pete Dunne and one of the Coffee brothers.
Oh yeah, and they powerbombed them through the table.
Yeah, and I think Pete Dunne might lose his belt very soon.
Oh, finally. Well, so, and I just heard him on Edge and Christian this week's.
Yeah.
And he said, as of that podcast, it was 600 days.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's a long ass time.
But then again, I think Pete Dunne is NXT UK, and I don't think he's going to lose anytime soon.
Okay.
Because now you're starting to finally have like big main event matches with him on that thing. I think you want to build on that.
Nice.
And that actually helps build build the other characters. So yeah, they lose the first time, then they come back and win it the second time, I guess.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. Good stuff.
There's a lot of shit. There's so much wrestling this week.
I mean, also, if you want to just shout out the amazing stuff that NXT does in the house shows, there's a gift going around of them doing the old school moves. There's two. I think the guy you put me onto, Brian the Guppy.
Yeah.
There's one of Velveteen doing a leg drop and everybody falls in the ring on Adam Cole. But then there's another video somebody put up of there's two moves before that. Somebody does the stunner. EC3 does a stunner, and then Ricochet does the rock bottom.
Okay.
And then Velveteen does that. So that's pretty cool. That's awesome.
That's cool. And I know they did a whole spot where Aleister Black did his backflip.
Oh shit!
And he sits down, and then Velveteen Dream went down and did the backflip, and just sat and they start arguing with each other.
That's awesome, dude. You see what I'm saying? Like NXT is so much fun.
Yeah.
Jeez. That's why you can't wait till the next week because you want to see all that shit, but you don't get to see it because it's on the house show.
That is crazy. Talking about crazy, there was a big controversy spot, I guess. I don't say it's really controversial because, again, I've seen probably worse than wrestling wise, but it developed quite a stir in the community, and a lot of people are bitching about it. There's people that support it, there's people bitching about it. It's always going to be one of the two. But I think it was Priscilla Kelly. She was in women's NXT Mae Young Classic. She did a spot where she took out a tampon and put it down someone's throat. I found it funny. I was like, okay.
Yeah, true.
The main to the point is like, I understand what wrestling is, and I understand that it's a show no matter what. And I know that the two people that did this, it was something they planned. So it's not like it was like out of the blue. No, it was planned. They knew it was going to happen, things like that. The other thing was it was in a bar. It was in a 21 and up bar, a wrestling fight, and there was no kids involved like that. I've seen hardcore matches with children there, fucking thumbs grating each other's heads and hitting with fluorescent lights and all that other bullshit. So,
and again, I just wanted to put out there, not to throw him under the bus, like I said in an earlier post, but like Joey Ryan pretty much does the same thing on a regular basis. Also, I will point to, if you watched All In, you watched him get murdered by a man with a phone and then be carried off by floating penises.
Yep.
So what the fuck?
And everyone loved it.
Everybody was so happy.
Yeah.
One of his finishing moves is to pour a gallon of fucking pee down your throat.
Yeah.
Like, that's what it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? It's ridiculous. It's pick and choose, I guess. I really girl can't do nothing. Can't she?
And everyone was like, there's some people on our board that was like taking offense to it, and I explained to them, like, I've seen worse in wrestling. I've seen Abdullah Butcher open his wound fucking make you bleed and rub his wound against yours, and the motherfucker a lot of dying of AIDS. So you understand? Like there's a lot worse than that to really bitch about is the fact that you're just probably scared of your own mentality, and it's just dumb.
Yeah. New Jack stabbed somebody. Come on, y'all.
New Jack stabbed somebody. He used to cheese grate everybody.
Yeah.
You have fucking Mick Foley taking out the sock out of his crotch. He'd been taking out the sock out of his crotch, and he was a household name.
Oh.
He was a household name.
God, does he ever watch those sweatpants? Did he ever watch those?
He sells children's books.
Yes, he did. Have a nice day.
Oh man, so I say people take it shit way too far, and
yeah, man.
I think it's something really dumb that to me it was just like whatever. And I just laughed.
I'll put it this way: the way I felt about it was just, oh, this is. If I felt exactly the way I was supposed to feel, oh, that's nasty,
and then laugh.
And then laugh because when you find out, like, yeah, they both in on it, and it's not really what it is, then it's okay.
Exactly.
It's fine. But you got the reaction, and that's the job.
Yeah,
is to get the reaction. Okay, you got it.
Yeah, and something my girl said also. Every male is like afraid of certain things, and I agree with that. In
There's a little bit, it's a little bit of that.
Yeah. So yeah, it's ridiculous. And then they were like, "Oh, I hope she gets banned," and they're like that. No, she ain't. It was in a fucking 21-year-old bar. Like like most, especially if it was in Europe, if it was in like England and shit like that, their humor is like very close to what that is anyway. So it's like whatever. I was like, you take it what it is. Like if you don't like it, don't watch it. If you like it, watch it. If you don't. It's not.
Don't retweet it to your children's account. Okay, that's all you got to do.
Wrestling is not for everyone. There's always characters that are not for everyone, but they.
Oh yeah, what was it that you said though? You made a really good point. People keep asking for the PG era to end. Yeah, and they can't handle this shit.
Exactly. It's like everyone wants. Oh, we need TV-14. Like, I can't handle what was in TV-14. You remember they tried to cut off Val Venus TV-14?
Come on.
There were so much things that I think the world now with fans are just soft to take. Yeah. And it's just like it gets ridiculous after a while, especially us really talking about wrestling and understanding what they do in the business and know what it is. Yeah, he's watching fake fights, but with very athletic people, and that's something that we talk about every single week in our podcast. But we understand what it is, and we respect what they do because it takes a lot of time, it takes a lot of effort, it takes a lot of time to train. It takes to take a right bump, to take a flat bump, to take a top rope bump. Those shits hurt. You can't control gravity.
Also, just they care.
Yeah,
and watching people who don't break character every week, like that's hard.
Yeah,
you have to understand there's art to this, regardless of whether somebody thinks so or not. It's like there's a part of wrestling that is psychology and art.
Yeah.
So it's not just them doing crazy stuff. Typically there's a reason behind what they're doing for a specific effect, and it sometimes you offend people.
Yeah. And sometimes the offense makes business because honestly, everyone's talking about it. So it got you over or didn't get you over. Either way, they were able to do what they wanted to do. And everyone always had kind of something to say. They probably did something stupid back then as well.
Yep, this is true.
So, yeah, I think Road Dogg had something nerve to say. He had nerves. He's like, motherfucker.
The stuff he used to do to people? Come on, Road Dogg.
I'm like, Road Dogg, shut up. You need a tattooed head.
The stuff him and Billy Gunn used to do to people on TV every week?
Exactly.
Get out of here.
Like I said, like it comes to a point that like nowadays the fans are soft in that sense. Like I can't even handle TV-14 if it was brought back.
See, I don't want to say it, but Enzo was the one we needed. He was the one. He was supposed to be the one.
Yeah.
To usher it back in, but he fucked up.
Yep.
I'm just saying.
But yeah, Road to Royal Rumble. We'll keep continue our coverage of Road to Royal Rumble for this week, and all. I guess we'll wrap this up.
All right.
This is the Wrestling Babble podcast. Please follow us on all your social medias. Facebook on the Wrestling Babble page, the Wrestling Wing page for everything entertainment. Follow us on Twitter, WordPress, Instagram, YouTube, and Tumblr of Red Cyclone Inc. Also follow Mercury to Mike on Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, and Tumblr. Mercury to Mike.
No excuses.
No
You have the
excuses.
data. Do it.
And I have some Power Ranger stuff to talk to you about on the next cast because I'm rewatching the first Power Ranger series and I have a lot of things to say. So, all right, we're gonna wrap this up. Stay tuned so it gets better. Peace out.
Peace.
Later.